So I'm about to do something quite rogue. I'm actually a little bit scared. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is how much of a control freak I've been for years. Let me give you some backstory. I have had a really crappy weekend of mental health, and I was just struggling with some things, and they're still kind of bobbling around in the background of my brain. And then I was watching some YouTube, and I was watching Hannah Witten redo her bedroom, and I was suddenly inspired by the concept of paint. This Lemonage project is not just about trying new things, it's also about getting to know myself better and finding more freedom in my thoughts, in my actions, how I view the world. And I've had a bit of a realization in the last couple of days that I'm so afraid to make a choice that's the wrong one. A decision about anything. It can be big, it can be small, it can be about my life and what I choose as a job, and it can be something small like sitting in a restaurant looking at the menu and going, I really don't want to feel crap after what I've eaten, so I better pick carefully. This way of thinking has not only been impacting my day-to-day life, it's also been impacting my creativity. And I noticed that although I have the desire to do something creative, I stop myself because I fear that it might be crap, or it might be the wrong decision, or it might make me feel worse. So today, we are gonna go to Obi and we're gonna paint this hall. I'm actually shaking. Florian does not know. Okay, so here's where we're currently at. I have found a selection of pinks. I would ultimately like this sort of idea, but warmer. I think these two are a little bit too orangey. To be honest though, I'm struggling to find any colors I like that much, so stay tuned. I think we might have decided. Let's pick out some brushes and get home, and I'll tell you why I picked this color. Thank goodness, because I am dying for a pee. Okay, so this is what went down. When I went to Obi, to be honest, I was expecting there to be a better color selection of paint. There were a few pinks and some really nice blues and greens, but nothing that was light enough for this particular part of the apartment. We do not get a lot of sun into the apartment. Hold up, the dishwasher's just gone off and it will beep through all of this. I went in, and actually, to be honest, the moment I started looking around, I knew it was going to be pink. I just felt that we needed something warm. So when you come into the apartment, there is this immediate hug of color, even if it's a pale shade. So I picked up a bunch. To be honest, the selection was so bad, I picked up every pink I could find. Most of the pinks here were out of stock, and I Googled a bit and read it said that Alpina, the brand that was supposed to have these rather dashing shades, was not to be recommended. But Schöne Wohnen had really muddy ass colors, and I was like, I don't know about this. So I started to feel deflated, and then I was like, do you know what, I'll look up Hortensia. And the more I looked at it, the more I kind of liked it. Then I saw that Farrow and Ball on Instagram had liked someone's reel with Schöne Wohnen Hortensia in the reel, and that was the decision, and that was done. And I just said goodbye to all the others that were not Auflage. I was so excited. I love a strawberry side on the side next to you. No wasting time. Can you tell me? You weren't meant to come home so early.
Sorry, sweetie, you're so lovely.
Oh, you're so sweet. Wait, come in. Do you want to come hither?
Hello.
Mister, I have to do this today and I have to do this today.
It's the bedtime.
So, Mrs. assuming that you're not going to be home until like 7.
I just needed to pick up one thing.
Oh my, I am about ready for a beer and I haven't even started painting. I have done all of the taping. The rest I'm just gonna freehand, but it's finally time to get some colour on these walls. So let me explain where we're at the minute. I decided that it might be best not to paint the entire hall pink. Reason being, I'm not 100% sure that I like the colour.
When I lay my eyes on you from afar, I could swear I thought you fell from the stars. Think about you day and night, girl, even when you're not around. I don't want it if it's not with you. Like, I'm just keeping it straight, 'cause you got me feeling.
Okay, we have a problem. I have almost finished the second coat and then that happened. I was just painting over the first coat and then some plaster actually came away. And I tried to paint over it, and then as I was painting over it, more plaster came away, and I'm a little bit stuck. I'm just really glad it's so high up, so I'm hoping it's not going to be so visible. Oh, all in the name of doing something creative and fun. Yay. Okay, let's see what we can do.
Be honest, tell me why. Honest, tell me why.
So I actually just recorded this but didn't press record. I am done. I am done. The light was fading, so I put up reinforcements on the side. Florian's going to be back in like 45 minutes, so we'll get his reaction then. But I have zhuzhed everything up a bit. I've cleaned the floor, I've washed the brushes, and I've pulled up the frog tape, and here we are. The finished masterpiece of the walls. Do you know, I actually like the colour a hell of a lot more than I did 2 hours ago. Where I was like, oh my goodness, this is the biggest mistake of my life. I'm really glad I did this though, even though I'm really tired now. And I feel like I've done a full body workout. I'm glad that I just took the initiative to be spontaneous and just try something. And like I said at the beginning of the video, make a decision to create, make a decision to pep up the flat and add something new to it without worrying whether it's going to be the absolute right decision. Like, of course, if you know, you know, but when you're not sure, but you have the desire to try, I think it's better to just give it a go. And that's what I was feeling this morning. But I could feel the judgment upon myself and the control I always have holding me back. And that's what I wanted to push against.
Wow. Wow, that's really cool.
You like it?
Yeah, it was a great idea. Like this goes well with a lot of colors.